Sulaiman.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Altaf Qadir Khatak. I'm a consultant urologist in Liverpool. I'm addressing you from Abdullah Quilliam Mosque, Liverpool, which is Britain's first mosque, founded by Abdullah Quilliam in 1887. We have been able to start refurbishing the original mosque since 2014. It's an ongoing project. Meanwhile, Allah has opened doors for us, and the adjacent building, which was actually office area for Liverpool Council, has been offered to Abdullah Quilliam Mosque as well at a bargain price of £300,000, because we have got a plan for it to convert it into Abdullah Quilliam Heritage Village. We have raised £150,000 so far. We are short of £150,000. It's a futuristic project. It's not meant to be another mosque. It's meant to be an institution, Islamic academy for the generations to come. Not just serving, but serving Muslims all over Europe. It is the future of Islam in Europe. That's where we are going to train and nurture future Muslims, European Muslims. Please come forward and support this project generously with open hearts. This is your future. This is your future generation's future. Assalamu alaikum.
It's 9. I know Hamid Bhai told me yesterday. I couldn't get any this morning. I sent him a text. He said, go to Islamic Touch. Islamic Touch don't have it. It's a khobel lage session. If I the night time.
You're doing the thing tomorrow.
Medina did.
You're doing tomorrow that thing.
Hamza?
Are you even doing or what?
Oh, that's too much feedback. You're getting too much feedback, Uncle Sulaiman. Hamza, are we doing the live show tomorrow?
Bismillah.
Are we doing the live fundraising show?
Mike's not good.
You have to confirm
we
it
need
with
to know
the chef. We need to
to
prepare.
bring people in or not. So we're sitting on our own end of the day. So
From what time? Because you said yesterday there's no viewership, forget it and all that stuff. I think we should still do it. So let's say from 5 o'clock till...
Okay, so my lesson's cancelled tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yours
You made
is-
up.
We need to know because I'm after Asr.
After answer is no. Oh, do you want me to? No, I don't want to do it on my own. It won't be good.
Okay.
All right. So we'll do it from 5 then, shall we? Is it 1 hour?
Hour and a half, hour.
Hour and a half. No, you carry on with that. I'll manage it here. And then we might do a live thingy, show what you're doing live. Yeah. I can manage it on my own. What do you think, Hamza? Bismillah. So, Sheikh, yeah. Usman can come with me tomorrow, 5 o'clock. So be here at 4:30.
Need speakers.
Bismillah.
Organize speakers like the phone in and.
Sheikh Haroon, tomorrow we're going to do a live fundraising. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in amma ba'd. All praises to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we send our salutations and greetings to our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters, dear viewers, welcome to your favorite show. This is the last show of this blessed month of Ramadan, and here I am joined with, what shall I say, the happy Sheikh, the ginger Sheikh, the spiritual Sheikh, the enlightened Sheikh. I have 2 of the enlightened Sheikh in this. No, I don't say the enlightened. The enlightened Islamic spiritual gurus I have with me today. So, Sheikh Haroon, assalamu alaikum. Sounds like the fasting has been too easy for you because you are very excited and you are very happy. I thought you were going to say, I'm tired, brother Mu'min, I can't speak.
Ramadan's beautiful.
MashaAllah. That's what I like to hear.
Like I said in the khutbah, If only the whole year could be Ramadan.
Absolutely, yes. I always say that. This year I haven't said it yet, but I'll say it in the last day. We first day is very difficult and very heavy. But as the month goes by, on the 30th, 29th day or 30th day, I always say, I wish we could stay 11 months of the year, because the body is so light, it's so headacheless, and it's so, shall I say, spiritually as well as physically, it's very strong, and it simply goes on and on and on without eating anything. And alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you that blessing. Whether, you might not have the same strength if it's not the month of Ramadan, I guess. But anyway, we can't fast 11 months. But what we can do, we can do Monday and
You
Thursday.
really should do a khutbah.
No, not really.
I'm gonna phone in sick one day, like 5 minutes before. Say, Mum, you need to step in now.
Bismillah. No. I'll pass it to our Imam Sheikh Wadda Saleh. Inshallah. So, assalamu alaikum, Sheikh Wadda.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Good.
Exactly
Now
what
you
you're saying about Ramadan.
absolutely go
Just
ahead.
to add on to it, subhanAllah, even when you try and fast on the days of not Ramadan, there's a bit of hardship, there's a difference,
Yeah, it's a
subhanAllah.
struggle, yeah.
With Ramadan, there's ease that comes through.
Absolutely.
And the more you drained out, the more like you feel you got more energetic, the more lighter you are,
Yeah.
subhanAllah.
Alhamdulillah, it is the blessings of Ramadan, and I think I'd be wrong saying that. But of course, we can fast the Monday and Thursday, can't we? That
Well,
is
don't forget to tell them about the 6 days after. That's the
6 days.
first thing.
Come on, Sheikh, you are the Sheikh,
No,
you're
well,
the
you-
enlightened Sheikh.
We listen to the khutbah.
I'm his friend. Yes, of course, I've just been ordered to remind you, brothers and sisters, to fast 6 days after the Eid day. Whatever you do not fast on Eid day.
Well
That's
said.
that's
Look,
that's,
I didn't
that's
even
not
ask him
right.
to say that, but he's
Okay,
on it.
that's not
That's why you're
allowed.
officially Eminem now, aren't you? Mufti Mink.
Mufti Mink. Yeah, I shall have to meet Mufti Mink.
No, Mufti Moomin, sorry.
Oh,
I said the
Mufti
wrong-
Moomin.
said the wrong Mufti.
I'll take
Mufti
the first
Moomin.
one. Mufti Mink
No,
is
no,
right.
no.
Inshallah. So please join us on this. Can we start with a beautiful recitation
Yeah,
by
we have
Sheikh
a- we
Wadda
have
Saleh?
a question, but of course we're going to start
Yeah.
with Quran.
Bismillah. Short.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر.
MashaAllah. What a
Can I
beautiful
just, can
surah.
I just
Please,
say,
please, Sheikh.
MashaAllah, Sheikh Waddah, MashaAllah, so appropriately he chose Surah Al-Qadr. But like was mentioned in the khutbah, the probability is that it was last night. It was last night. And especially not just Ibn Rajab al-Hanbali, he mentions that Fridays and odd night, that's the most likely Laylatul Qadr. But also the pictures that came out of Medina, it's gone viral. When you look at the moon, so often the sun, salamun here, it looks exactly like the Laylatul Qadr. Like when you look at the descriptions, it looks like last night was the night.
Allah.
SubhanAllah. So we wouldn't look at this country and see and look outside. It's always in the Arabic countries or the Islamic countries.
Yeah.
Sheikh Sadiq did a beautiful dua last night. Yes.
No, yeah, but it still it's not. It doesn't mean like stop now because it probably was. No, we keep on going on just in case it's tonight, tomorrow night, or any of the nights. Yeah.
Allah knows.
Okay. Do we have a call? Screen the calls first and then pass them through to like. भाई आपने फोन तो लिया
We had a question there.
Do we have a call? Let's take the call. We'll go back to the question in a moment. It's going to be a busy session,
Assalamu
inshallah.
alaikum.
I like that.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaykum salam.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaykum salam.
How are you, Sheikh Haroon? This is Anas.
Anas, I knew you were calling. In fact, before he's been hounding me some questions. Oh yeah, huge amount, huge.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Big topic.
but even before we hear them out, who's going to call him first? Is it Yahya or is it Saqib? Yahya from Blackburn or Saqib from Nelson?
Yeah.
They're the regular callers.
I think Yahya to this.
He's beaten them today, hasn't he? Maybe we are late.
Yeah,
That's
Anas
why.
has got in there. How's it in Qatar? How are you in Qatar?
Alhamdulillah, all good. Ramadan is coming along nicely. Just
Masajid still
just
open.
making the most of the final
You're
few
able to
days.
pray Taraweeh in the Masajid.
No. So the masajid are shut for Taraweeh, but they're open for the 5 daily prayers.
That's amazing.
The government, they've decided.
That
They've
makes sense,
decided
actually, because
that,
larger numbers for
yeah.
Tarawih. Yeah, makes sense.
Exactly.
So what's going to happen for Eid?
For Eid, I think they will probably open up the Eid, like the prayer space for Eid. I think it will be out
I
in
think
the
there'll be
open.
riots
Inshallah.
if they don't.
They should do it because they've got very open space. They should do it outside. Inshallah. Yeah.
Bismillah. So any questions other than Ya'juj and Ma'juj?
Yes, actually. Just to pick up on like Laylatul Qadr, what you just mentioned. Apparently, you know that YouTube video that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
If you look at it, it was actually uploaded yesterday.
Okay.
So the title is actually misleading.
false
So
then.
Allahu A'lam
Jazakallah khairan for that
when it could have
correction.
been.
Jazakallah khairan.
No, because like a lot of people have been like spreading that, and oh my God, it was
Yeah.
yesterday. So.
Tamam.
My first question is, what is it? It's about verse 89 and verse 90 of Surah Al-Kahf, where it mentions about Dhul Qarnayn traveling east to west, to a land where the people don't have any like protection from the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do the books of tafsir give any indication of where that could be or what is meant by that?
They have some speculation about it. It's not totally clear. But when it says the furthest eastern part of the world, is that the Far East, or is it even like going into the Pacific Islands, perhaps? Wallahu a'lam. So that's the suggestion. You're looking at the furthest east. You're looking at like the Pacific region, and the furthest west is looking at the beyond. It perhaps could be all the way up to the Americas. That's where Dhul Qarnayn went. Wallahu a'lam.
Could it be maybe a land that's north, maybe like on like a high latitude, near like the Arctic Circle, so that when it says that they have no protection or shelter from the sun, it could be that the sun didn't set during the summer months, maybe? Could that be potential?
I've heard that explanation, but that seems a bit far-fetched, that does. Wallahu, it doesn't seem to be a valid explanation. Wallahu a'lam.
Jazakumullah khair. Thank you so much, Brother Anas. MashaAllah. If we don't hear from you next, we won't. Eid Mubarak to you and your family.
Okay, Eid Mubarak to you all too. I have a few other questions. Is it possible to ask?
Well, do you want to take? Well, we'll take one more quick question then. And look,
Okay,
we have before
question.
we go, we'll need to tell you something else. I tell you what, before he actually asks the next questions, we have got on our screen. If you go online, you'll see £75 sponsor a fez. Would you like to be the first person, the first caller to sponsor a fez?
Actually, before that, can you explain that? What's the thing about a fez? Sponsoring a fez?
The fez, what's it? You're sponsoring a fez, but you don't forget about it, that it's going towards the mosque.
Is that what it's for? Oh, for the masjid? Yeah. No, because when I saw that first, I'm like, what are you giving £75?
They can claim.
50 pence from
yes. No, I think when you are sponsoring £75, you're giving sadaqah to the masjid, but you can claim that as a what do you call collection item, because Fez is connected to Abdullah Kulyam, the first mosque,
yeah, shall we have an
and also the
one?
Turkey as well.
Let's have an
do you know what?
For this one. This is the
are
one
you going to give that away? That's yours, Sheikh. We can auction that. This is if you're happy. How much are you
going to pay for this one? That me and the bro, I've forgotten your name.
Anas? Oh, Brother Suleiman.
Yes.
No, but you can give it up
for the masjid. And how much are you giving for this? He's gone.
Oh, why is he gone?
Aman's there. Aman, how much are you giving for this fez? No, 75. We're going a lot higher than that.
Right. If it's £10,000, I'll sell it.
10,000.
Well, how many spaces have we got? 50. We got 50 fares. But why has Anas gone?
He heard that you're asking for £50. so we put the phone
I'm
down.
sure his connection has gone.
We lost his question as well. Listen, Brother Anas, if you are watching, please call back with your questions. I was only trying to make
And
it
call
aware
back with
for
your
you.
£50 donation.
75.
Oh, is it 75?
That's to pay £25 penalty for putting the phone down.
No, but come on, this is going to be worth a lot more.
Oh, no, not the turkey hat. No, I'm talking about my hat.
No, we're talking 500 now. It's been.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum, Brother Anas. Sorry, I was just. I thought we lost
How much are
you.
you giving for this hat?
Sorry, the line had cut.
How much are you giving for this hat? Because Aman's going to give at least 500 for it. Aman's online. He's giving 500. So how much are you giving? And it's going to the masjid.
I'll go for the. I'll go for the £75 donation, inshallah.
Takbir.
Jazakallah khair.
Yeah, so if you go to the.
For those listening,
Go on.
500 for the one on Moomin's head.
Yeah.
He's the mufti. He's
Uncle
the mufti.
Moomin's hat, 500. We should get you one as well, Sheikh Wadda. There's a red one.
Yeah, why you not wearing one?
Okay, we'll. So Hamza, if they wanted to pay, where do they go? Brother Anas, if you go onto our website, on the description. If you go on the description and donate there, there's a link there which is it's in my under my name, but for the masjid. So if you'd like to donate there for me. Okay, Brother Anas, what was your question?
So my other question was actually related to Laylatul Qadr, and well, it's slightly controversial as well. I don't know. It's to do with moon sighting as well. So here in Qatar, they just tend to follow Saudi Arabia here with regards to the moon sighting. So I don't know if you're aware, but last year it was in Sha'ban, Saudi Arabia, what they did was they, at the beginning of the month, they followed their al-Qura calendar calculations.
Yeah.
But then later on in the month, towards the end, just before Ramadan, they did a calendar correction.
Yeah.
And so it happened such that the people who were following Saudi, if they commemorated the 15th of Sha'ban, they had the wrong night, and they only found out afterwards. So, do we have any degree of certainty whether they are following like a correct moon sighting or not, or should we go by?
We don't. But we shouldn't be overly concerned about it. Because the problem now is that every single Muslim across the world is acting like a qadi or a hakim now. Right? That's the responsibility of the authorities. If they then turn around and say we got it wrong, so they got it wrong. So there is concerns, because there's obviously concerns, but it's not down to individuals. And most Muslims across the world will just follow the announcement. It's only because people have had some type of understanding or learning, so they start questioning these things. But the questioning isn't just amongst us. If you got an issue with it, like when I was in Sham, when I was in Damascus, like one time, some of the Western students, because we're all used to arguments about moon sighting, so some of them started saying it's not correct. And I spoke to one of my shuyukh about that, and he says, go and speak to the authorities then. It's their responsibility. It's like even like, mashallah, there's mufti here and we're answering questions. But fatwa questions at a personal level, there's al-ifta and there's qada. Qada is the realm of the qadi and the hakim. And these announcements, it's not the realm of fatwa, it's the realm of qada. It's the realm of the hakim. So there's authorities who are responsible for that. So we go with we go with the announcement, and if it turns out to be wrong, and then they correct it, and so be it. And inshallah, even if they're getting it blatantly wrong, we're not wrong. It's not our responsibility at that point. Wallahu a'lam.
Jazakumullah. Thank you.
And
so much.
just a little question on that. I actually
you're gonna have to buy another half for the next
You'll have to buy another hat, brother. So that's 2 hats for you, brother Anas. Is that okay? 2 hats for you, Bismillah.
Questions don't fit in
He's
one hat.
working in Qatar, he's loaded.
That's what I'm saying. So, brother Anas, for your third question, I'm gonna charge you another £75 for affairs. Okay?
We're doing that. Anybody calls, we get charged.
Yeah.
This is a general question, just about like Abdullah William Mosque actually.
Still costs you a hat.
I actually grew up in the Wirral,
Oh,
So
yes.
my family, we always used to travel to Liverpool for
Okay.
Salat al-Eid.
Yeah, mashallah.
And I know that in Liverpool, everybody just follows the Saudi announcement, right?
Yeah.
But there seems to be like a move, like in the UK right now, where people are like they're more moving towards local moon sighting, especially with the work of, I don't know if you've heard, New Crescent Society.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Are there any plans maybe to
Let me
for
answer
Abdullah
that. I'll
Quilliam
answer that
Mosque
one, yeah.
to move
I'll
to
answer
local
that.
moon sighting?
In Liverpool, there's a policy which is all of the masajid do everything together. So even though there are individuals in some masajid who have concerns and issues about it, it'll be wrong to break the community such that, because you get that madness in other cities where one day and the other day, alhamdulillah, right or wrong, again, those who have authority, they're the ones who are responsible for it. So that for that to change, it have to be a collective, not individuals. And even like our teachers, for example, in Syria and Yemen and so on, even though some raise issues, the official announcement is on this day, we do it on this day. That's it. So the same in Liverpool, there's a policy amongst the masajid, we all do it together. I don't, there won't be a move from an individual masjid, whether it's Quilliam, even, we have this issue in Greensville. Like last year, we did something slightly different because there was no Eid, it was lockdown, or last Eid. But now that it's a public thing, no, we all do it together. There shouldn't be any break in the community. Allahu Akbar.
Right.
Jazakallah khair. So that's two fairs for you.
So hold on a second. You owe was it
2?
3? No, we asked 3 questions.
Did he? No. No, he's doing 2. He's doing 2. Bismillah. Do 2 and go to the description on the Facebook and pay into the link, please. Nine Hamza. Okay.
48 left now.
Oh, we've got 48 left. We've only got 50, my brothers and sisters, and we got less than an hour to go. Up to let's take some questions. Bismillah.
Riaz Banner, he's loaded as well. So
he's
we're
going
only
to
answer this if Riaz puts a message
Yeah.
saying that he's buying a fez.
He's buying 2.
Is he buying 2?
Yeah.
Riaz, are you buying 2 fezzes? Let's look down to see.
One on behalf of Sheikh Haroon, one on behalf of Sheikh Wadda.
No, he can buy this for 500. Blessing.
That should go for
Let's see who comes first. Don't forget
anything.
the turkey hat, which is worn by Sheikh Haroon. If you love him, buy it now. For the sake of Allah, donate the money to the masjid.
And if you're an admirer of Moomin, you're a lover of Moomin, then
He's got the shiny one, hasn't he?
I'll give you mine.
Yeah, mashallah, Tanveer Hussein. He said
and
he'll
Sheikh
buy one.
Wadda.
We got a buyer there as
Where's
well.
that?
Tanveer Hussein. He's going to buy one. Go down. There it is. Tanveer Hussein.
I'll buy one, Sheikh. No, he says he'll buy one.
No, he's buying a sheikh. I'll buy one sheikh.
Buying a sheikh to put a hat on him.
Who is he going to have, Sheikh Haroon or Sheikh Wadda? Thank God I'm not the Sheikh, so they can't buy me.
Oh, the Mufti.
Yeah, I'm reserved.
Mufti Qadi Sheikh.
Mufti goes first.
Yeah. Anas, can you put your phone down, please? Anas, you still on? He's gone. Riaz's question. Let's do Riaz quickly. He's buying a hat as well.
Yeah.
So
let us know how many hat he's buying. We're going to call. I take the call. Shall we cut the call?
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. It's Aqib.
Ahlan Aqib. How many hats?
Sheikh, listen, can I keep the hat?
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, which one?
No, it's the first that's coming up.
Yeah, if I get one, can I keep it?
Of course you can. That's what it is. You pay £75.
But when you come to madrasa, you have to wear that fez.
Yeah. Comes
No,
put the fez on the side.
How many are you buying?
Just one.
Okay.
Couldn't you take 2, brother?
No, so
Akim?
if you're buying just one, then only one question's allowed.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll give you one question.
I'll give you half him. Half a question.
Sorry, who was the other brother? That Tanveer Hussein.
Yeah.
So, brother Aqib, if you go to the description on the Facebook, it will take you into one of the Virgin Media giving money. So pay into that one for us,
Aqib,
please.
today's it's not a Q&A, it's a fundraiser for Moomin. He's trying to...
No,
He's
no, it's
trying
a
to sell
Q&A.
hats.
Please ask your question quickly, but make sure you donate first, then ask the question. Dear viewers, if you really want to help the masjid to be bought, we want to buy the building of this extended part of Britain's first mosque. And of course, what a better way than take the opportunity on the last Friday, the blessed month of Ramadan. All we're asking for is £75, and in that you get a fez like this one, which Sheikh Haroon wears, myself, and Sheikh Wadda wears.
And it goes towards the mosque,
and
isn't it? The
all the 100% goes to the masjid. If you are a taxpayer, and it will get extra 25% from the government on your behalf, so that makes it even better.
Bismillah.
So your question, brother
He's
Akib.
finished his spiel now.
Yeah,
Bismillah.
yeah, Mu'min, that's all good, but if you start asking for twos and threes, people are going to start logging off.
If I ask for how many?
2 or 3.
Twos and threes.
No, I'm only asking by knowing who I'm talking to. So, brother Akib, I've put 2 on your head. Khalas.
He reckons you got a big head, mate. Go on, Akib, what was your question?
Yeah, I'll get one, inshallah. But yeah, my question
Thank you
is,
so much.
Does Laylatul Qadr change every year, or is it fixed night with Allah, but for any one of us, like it's an odd night?
There's different views on that, and I forget. I think Abu Hanifa, I think he held the view that it changes every year. But there's others like his students, Abu Yusuf and Imam Muhammad, who say it's a fixed night, it doesn't change every year. So there's different views on that. Some hold the view that it's one night and every year it's the same night, whichever one it is. Others hold the view that every year it changes. So there's different views on that.
Okay. All right, Jazakallah.
Well, yeah, come shukran. Riyaz's question, and I'm sure he's bought at least 5 hats. Can you pay zakat towards the building a house for a poor person? Is there ownership of wealth in this? Yes, you can with his agreements. The point in that question is that zakat is tamlik al-mal al-faqir. Zakat involves that you're transferring ownership of that. So it has to be something that person owns. So in order for that to work, you can't just spend it on a house, on the building costs of a house. It has to be with agreement to that poor person that this is your money, but we want to use it, or if you agree, then it goes towards the building the house. There has to be an agreement with the poor person, and through that there's a transfer. Yeah, Wallahu a'lam.
Jazakumullah khairan. So is Brother Riyaz buying a hut? Are you? Let us know if you are. Brother Riyaz, if you're watching, please let us know. If you would like to have the Fez hat at £75, basically you're donating the whole money to the masjid, inshallah. And we'll of course give you a hat. But the thing is, if they're buying a hat, Sheikh, how am I going to post them? So I'll need their address. So please WhatsApp me your address. If you are, when you are buying, we will actually post you one, inshallah. Okay, if you want to have Sheikh Haroon's hat, my hat, or Sheikh Wadda's hat, you'll have to ring in and bargain the price, I guess.
Hello.
Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Okay, well, who's speaking and where are you calling from, my brother? You are live on Ask the Imam show.
Okay, good. It's Yusuf calling from Lancaster.
MashaAllah, over to you, Sheikh.
Yusuf, MashaAllah, how you doing, mate? You okay?
Alhamdulillah, not too bad, Sheikh. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. First question. First of all, how's the masjid going in Lancaster? He's involved in the masjid in Lancaster.
MashaAllah.
Essentially involved. Yusuf Lomas. Remember one of the
Of course it is. Yes. He's got a Hamza. Yeah. That's right.
How's the masjid going?
It's good, mashallah. Both the mosques are working together in good collaboration this year, Ramadan. So
brilliant, mashallah. Exactly. Second question: how many hats?
Go on, then, Sheikh. Put me down for one hat.
Allahu Akbar, brother Yusuf Lomas. So if you'd like to go to the link, the description on the Facebook, it will take you into a Just Giving page, like Virgin Money Giving page. And if you could do that, if you are a taxpayer, we will be gift aided, and they can collect 25% on our behalf.
Yusuf, since you're only getting one hat, you're only getting one question. Bismillah.
That's all right. I've only got one today, Sheikh.
Okay, Bismillah. Who's it for? Is it for me or Mufti or Sheikh Waddah?
It's for you, inshallah, Sheikh, if you don't mind.
We'll run it by Mufti as well.
So it's a bit of an odd one, actually. Today in the mosque, they were running an appeal for the people of India who are currently in a position where
the COVID crisis there,
claim the bodies to bury them, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So what's happening is a lot of people are just sort of abandoning their loved ones in the hospital, either out of fear of COVID or the prohibitive costs of burial. So the authorities are just essentially either doing a mass grave without any janazah, or burning
Without any
bodies.
janazah?
Yes.
No.
But who's burying them? Is it the Muslim that burying them, or is it the non-Muslim?
No, it's the non-Muslims, unfortunately.
But how can they have access to the body of a Muslim
Because in
person?
the hospitals.
What about their?
Go on, sorry, what was the question then?
So, Allah Alam, the person who is doing the appeal today said that the authorities are just dumping them in graves. Or so what they've done is they've developed a system of volunteers who are claiming those bodies and doing janazah on them. And apparently they're doing roughly 10 to 20 a day in that particular area.
Yeah.
Each janazah costs roughly around, you mentioned 500 rupees or something, £50 to that effect.
Yeah.
So what happened was when you made the collection notification, people were obviously giving generously at the door. We had 3 pots, one which was Sadaqah Lillah and Zakat.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the people who were giving the money for Zakat,
No, Zakat can't be used on that.
Zakat
cannot be used on that. Zakat, it doesn't matter how serious a crisis it is. Zakat has set people, إِنَّمَا الصَّدَقَةُ لِلْفُقَرَاءِ وَالْمَسَاكِينِ. Allah has listed out who gets Zakat. And the fuqaha actually explicitly stated it cannot be used for takfeen or tadfeen. It can't be used to shroud them, it can't be used to bury the dead. Because again, on the principle that zakat is tamlik shakhs insan. It's transferring wealth over to a person. And that person's dead. So it can't be used for burial costs, zakat. No.
Okay, that's fine, inshallah. I thought maybe we could squeeze it in under the guise of distribution. You know, the people who distribute wealth.
No, because that's still a person. That still has to be a person, no. There is a way you could work it. There's a way you could work it, which is one poor person there, he agrees to accept it, and then he volunteers that wealth to be used for that poor person.
Okay.
But the original rule, no, it's not valid. Wallahu a'lam.
Okay, so that's absolutely clear that zakat money cannot be used for funeral purposes.
Yeah, that's right.
Inshallah, that's really good. Okay, I didn't know that actually. Yeah, that's interesting.
I'll pass it on, inshallah. I'll pass the information on.
Jazakallah. Thank you so much. So don't forget to go into our description on the website, on the Facebook, and also pay into the link, my brother. Jazakumullah khairan. If I don't speak to you before, then a very happy Eid Mubarak to you and your family, my brother.
Inside to all of you, inshallah.
Inshallah. May this be, at least in this Eid, we can come together, we can pray together like we've done Taraweeh, unlike last year. And you know, places like Qatar, they can't do Taraweehs. Can you see how unfortunate, being in a Muslim country, you know, they are stuck.
And
but
how
here,
fortunate we are.
and we are so fortunate this year, and we were unfortunate last year. So that's great. And there is one question. You know, the fermentist. There's a Assalamu alaikum.
Let's go with Hassan because we've done the Aqib's one there. He phoned in. Hassan Khalid, when the Imam is reciting in Taraweeh, Hanafis cannot repeat certain lines such as Hasbunallah as we add into prayer. No, that's not correct. No, that's fine. No. That's fine. You can do that. Because as part of the sunnah of reciting. Let's just finish. Just
tell him to hold the line.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Sheikh Haroon is Saqib from Nelson.
Saqib, can you just pause? Because we're finishing on one question and we'll come back to you, yeah?
Yeah, no, not a problem.
So Hassan asked the question, when the Imam is reciting in Taraweeh, are you allowed to repeat behind the Imam? Like, for example, when you read فَسَبِّحْ بِاسْمِ رَبِّكَ الْعَظِيمِ, say Subhanallah al-Azim. Or قالوا حسبنا الله, so you say حسبنا الله. أَإِلَهٌ مَعَ اللَّهِ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. That's the way the Prophet's nice. And even for the Hanafis, that's fine. Because the Hanafis say like that interaction, responding, the Prophet's nice, only did it in Sunnah and Nafil. So we don't do that in Fard. With the Shafi'i, you can do that in any prayer. But the Hanafis say the Prophet's nice would respond to the reading within the Sunnah and the Nafil. So Taraweeh is Sunnah. So you find, even as a Hanafi, you can do that. There's no issue with that. Bismillah. Saqib.
Go ahead, brother Saqib.
Saqib, 1 second. Hold on a second. How many questions? How many hats?
Just the one question.
So you got to buy one hat, otherwise we're going to put the phone down
No,
on
give
you.
him the option. He might like to buy two for the sake of the masjid.
He just said one. So are you okay for one hat?
Yeah, I'll buy a hat. Yeah, no problem.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, Bismillah.
brilliant.
Do you want to buy
Okay.
this hat?
I can't actually see at the moment. I'm not actually watching the video.
You know the one that I normally wear with turkey on it? Brother over there is not happy. He's not happy because he wears it as well.
We'll get you another one, Uncle.
He likes the turkey, but that's what it is.
We need to get to 1,000 for that one.
1,000.
Okay, if you're not watching the video, what you are asking, Sheikh Haroon is saying that we're going to give you a fez hat like Sheikh Haroon and I
Oh,
wear.
yeah, hold on a second. You're not getting it for nothing. You have to pay something.
No, we're going to give him one when he pays £75. Go to the Facebook and go to the description. You'll find a link. Pay the money there, inshallah, and send me a text of your address, so we'll send you the hat, my brother.
Yes, not a problem, inshallah.
And all the proceed, 100% goes toward the masjid. If you're a taxpayer, just mention that you can gift aid it. So we get 25%.
No commissions here.
Yeah.
Come on, there must be some commission.
We'll get you another nice turkey hat.
No.
A new hat for Sheikh Haroon once we get, we can auction that one.
Can I have all the gift aid coming to my
Of course you can. Yeah, we'll give the gift aid to Sheikh Haroon.
Go on, Saku. What's your question?
Yeah, Sheikh Haroon, one of my friends was asking, he listened to a talk and they said on that you can't read Jamaat without, it's not valid if you've got spaces in between. Now, because of COVID,
No.
is that, I didn't think
That's wrong now. That's wrong now. Because a lot of people are claiming that if there's gaps between the rows, then the salah is batila. That's and the prayers invalid. That's wrong now. There is very severe warnings about having gaps that shaitan moves in between and so on.
Yeah.
But these are exceptional circumstances. Not we're choosing not to stand next to each other. There's reasons for it. But no faqih, no scholar of the law has ever said that the prayer is invalid. A lot of people just saying it based on emotion and also misreading of hadith. So no, the prayer is not invalid.
Right. Oh, thank you for that. I'll tell him because he wants to ask.
I believe, I'll mention, I believe that, what's his name, the sheikh who speaks a lot about signs of day judgment, Imran Hussein.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm sure he said
that. Was the one.
That's completely wrong, that is. I know he's got some crazy views there as well, but that's not an answer that any faqih will give. No faqih of the Ummah, no scholar of law of the Ummah has ever said gaps in the rows breaks the prayer. Yeah, there are those who say that if you're able to stand, it's wajib that you stand next to each other. There shouldn't be a gap, but nobody says it invalidates. Wallahu a'lam.
Right.
And of course, we only give gaps because of circumstances, special circumstances.
Because of circumstances.
That's what it is. Or because of the pandemic.
I said that, but I said I'll double check with Sheikh Haroon.
No, you did the right thing.
And also, you got a hat out of it.
Absolutely. Make
Thank
sure.
you very much. Jazakallah khair.
Thank you. Make sure you send me your address as well, and please go to the description on the Facebook and pay into the link. We're trying to get rid of 50 hats today, inshallah. Just to say to the viewers, Jazakumullah khairan for brothers from the Al Taysir Mosque. Takbir. Allahu Akbar. Al Taysir Mosque have donated one hat. Al Taysir, yes. Thank you. I wonder who that is. Is it our little friend Waze, the one I always have a go at, or Abdul Rahman, the Mufti? Yeah, I think he's trying to patch up. Don't take my chef from me, okay? We'll
go back down, please, because somebody old school at the bottom was asking for this hat. Old school. Where is it?
Oh, yeah. Can I have the hat?
How much are you giving for it? So old school, we want to see a figure there. And it's got to be at least, what are we saying? At least?
It's a 3-figure, yeah. 5-figure, £1,000.
No. Started off with all right, isn't it?
Started with something.
500, yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
500. Nobody will give it.
You know what?
So old school, put a figure down.
If they're your admirers and if they want to give it to the sadaqah to the masjid, they will.
Yeah, but he's not happy.
We'll find you. No, we need to go to 500. I'm sure we'll have somebody coming up with 500. Let's see if someone can build old school at
Anybody
500.
How much do you value Sheikh Haroon? You know, you put the price there. There's no value to Sheikh Haroon, but what do you think? You know,
am I only worth 300 to you?
Sorry.
Is that it? That's not right,
I've been wearing it over a year, mashallah.
Allah. Got all the sweat stains in there.
What we're gonna do? We're gonna see towards the end of the program who the highest bidder is. Yeah. Shall we stick to that? But minimum is 500. Let's see who the highest bidder is, Sheikh. Yep. Nice one. Okay, there was one question I wanted to bring it up. It says, I think it's in there, Hamza, somewhere. About the question was, the brother said his father-in-law paid for him and his daughter, his wife.
Is, yeah, Pharmacist.
Pharmacist,
I'm not
yeah.
sure. I think I know who it is, but I'm not sure. But pharmacist, I'm answering the question on the basis that you're buying a hat. So whoever you are, pharmacist, £75 for a hat.
I like that. I like that. Shake hands on that. There we go. We did.
Yeah. Oh, we can't shake hands.
No, I didn't shake hands. We did a punch shake.
Let's do an elbow. Let's do an elbow. Yeah.
There we go. Elbow.
Okay. So my father-in-law has paid fitrana for me, my son and my wife. Is this accepted, or do I pay as the? Yeah, anybody can pay. Yeah, and as a general rule, all of the financial obligations, whether it's zakah or let's say you have a kafara to pay or fidya, somebody else can pay for you. But there's two things, because any act of worship requires niyyah. So either he's told before he paid it, he tells you, and you say, yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. That's fine, because now you've made an intention. Or he's already gone and paid it for you. And then he tells you, and then after the event, you say, yeah, I'm okay with that. You can make an intention after that. So it works both ways. So, because a lot of, especially fathers, the older generation, they'll pay for everybody, and they don't even tell you.
No, they don't.
Paid it. Yeah. But that's fine now. As long as you're told and you're okay with it, then it's fine.
But if somebody wanted to, say my father-in-law paid for mine, he hasn't, but I also paid it for my family, that's still accepted, isn't it?
Yeah, but then one of them is sadaqah. One of them is sadaqah, and one of them is fitrana.
So it goes towards.
So yours then is your fitrana, and the father's, what he's paid is sadaqah.
Yeah. Okay. No. Good. Excellent. Thank you for that. There's another thing I was going to say, but I forgot now. Ooh. It's gone off my head. There you go. Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Hamid. We've got Dr. Hamid here, the director of this program.
And we can talk about the fish of fitrana if you want. Yeah. Well, I can see the picture there. You with your shades on.
Says Abdul Hamid. Assalamu alaikum. Please, can you give the fish of fitrana?
He likes fish, that's what it is.
Where, and how should it be distributed?
He
says fish of fitrana.
He meant fiqh. He meant the rules.
He
meant the fiqh, yeah. Shall we go down? We'll come back to that because there's a few points on there. Anything else? Yeah, let's look at old school there.
Yep.
Old school. Have you raised your bid?
300, I think.
No, 300 is not enough. No, you're not getting it for 300. Yeah? No. I mean, how much you want from
well, minimum 500 is 500. And if anybody goes higher by the end of the show, then we go to the highest bidder.
Yep. So what's the question? If a person is
I'll get you a new one. Uncle Suleiman. Suleiman is very upset. Suleiman is a 16-year-old. Oh, I see.
No,
in that case,
that's why he's flying in his shows now.
In that case, Sheikh Haroon is to decide which way he wants to go.
No, you can't. No, you can't do that to me. No.
Right. Okay. So.
So, if a person has several years, 10 or plus, of fast and missed during their youth, making it impossible to fast for 60 days straight, each one miss all. No. Old school, you've misunderstood. The 60 days is not for every fast you've missed. It's for every fast you broke. And Afwan, it's not even for every fast you've broken. It's one set of 60 for all of those who've gone. But that's only if you broke the fast. What you're required now to do is do qada of every single one of those fasts. So there's a difference between qada and kafara. With or without a reason, if you missed any fast, and even those 10 years, so that's like 300 odd fasts. Now, inshallah, you're fasting and you're practicing now. Get into the habit of fasting on Mondays and Thursdays. Do the blessed days with the niyyah of qada. So just get into the habit. And then, inshallah, once you've finished all your qadas, just keep on doing Mondays and Thursdays as a sunnah fast. So, yeah, there's no kafara there unless you started and broke them, which is not what you're saying. So you're required to make up all of those fasts. Wallahu a'lam. Aman.
Sounded straight in my heart. It's style.
So, see, I'm on there. Where's my mug? I remember. I don't know if you remember. I think it's too jump.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the LFC mug. Where is it?
His name's Tufail.
Tufail.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
It's at home. But he's a diehard United fan, so I told him I'm gonna give it to him as a gift. But I don't want him because I know he's going to smash it.
I think so, yeah. No, we're not going to give it to them. No, we're not going to give it to them.
So
If they're
Aman,
gonna
how many?
smash it.
Aman's mashallah is a close brother, mashallah. But how many hats has he got to buy?
He's going to buy 2.
We've
I
got,
tell you what,
three left on that line. So
Yes, we've got 3 on the first
Well,
line.
I don't know.
Hamza, if we can get the holes on the screen on the side, that would be lovely, yeah.
I don't know. I need a fatwa from you, Mumin, on a serious note, yeah? Because Aman's got exams in a couple of days. I'm not sure when.
Okay.
And yesterday in one of the classes, he was asking like for du'as. And do you reckon we can charge him for a du'a? 1 hat per du'a?
Yeah. Anything to get some money into the masjid as a sadaqah?
Yeah.
I'll leave it to you, Sheikh.
Doesn't sound right, does it?
Leave it.
No. Anyway, Aman, forget
We'll make the
inshallah,
dua for you so that he
We'll
We'll
make
passes
make
the
a
it.
dua.
dua for you. We're
I
doing
tell you
good
what.
to you.
I tell you what.
Ahsin kama ahsan Allahu ilayk, yeah?
That's
Do
it.
good because Allah's done good to you.
Yeah.
So we're doing dua for you, all of us here. So you're gonna have to buy a hat.
When he passes the exam, he can pay for more. But at this moment in time, he has to buy a hat. Allahu Takbir.
Jazakallah.
Allahu Akbar.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Well, blow into it. How much can we charge for that? Because they go at a good rate.
Barakah, yeah.
Oh, do they?
Hey, Moomin, this question's for you.
Go on
I
then.
shared this post on Facebook. Question for Sheikh Moomin will change from Salim Akhtar. Salim, I know him really well, mashallah. He's a very close friend, Salim.
Is it makruh for
How
a
many
woman
hats?
to call
No,
her?
first of all, before that, how many hats, mashallah? Salim's going to buy some hats.
Oh, Salim, how many hats, my brother? Come on, this is Ramadan. This is the last 10 days of Ramadan. Just imagine when you give £75 for a hat, donate. You. Oh, who's that? Farmentis. Allahu Akbar. Jazakallah khair. May Allah give you barakah for that. Yes.
Let me just read out because I think
Bismillah.
you switched off in the khutbah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, switched off. Yeah. Go on.
Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, he would send a letter out. He was the Khalifa,
Yeah.
the Muslim leader, send out a letter to all the Muslim countries at that time, ordering them to finish the fast of Ramadan by asking forgiveness and giving sadaqah and pay your sadaqah to fitr.
Right.
So that was an instruction there. As you come to the end, make sure you do a lot of istighfar, ask forgiveness. Also, make sure you increase on your sadaqah and make sure that you pay sadaqah to fitr. So that's why we're getting the hats off them, right?
That's it.
Or we're giving them a hat
Yes.
to fulfill this instruction.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Sheikh. Here we go. You've got the ruling now, and everyone who rings in or watching, please, why don't you purchase or donate a hat for the masjid? And do give me the address. I will send you one, inshallah.
Okay, now the question for you, Mum.
Okay.
I shared this post as one of our shuyukh. He gave it in Arabic.
Is it makruh for a woman to call her husband by his first name?
That's
Goodness gracious. Pass. Sheikh Waddah, what's your view on that?
I've seen the post.
Are
I've
you-
seen
you've
the
Did you
post.
see it?
Yeah,
Is
I've
it
seen it,
makruh?
yeah.
I mean, that's almost asking for a ruling here, Sheikh,
It is.
isn't
It
it?
is.
Yeah.
Ma hukmun tad'u. Yeah. Oh, Saliman. Yeah, Salim's buying a hat as well.
Okay,
That's
Salim's
good.
one. Okay. So how many have we got now?
You got 10.
10.
Uh-huh.
We got 10 on that one, Hamza. Okay. Cool. So we had Brother Anas, who's actually taken. I've got 9 here. He said he's going to take 2, didn't he, Brother Anas?
That's what it was, yeah.
So
No,
we
I
got.
think we said that to him.
Oh, we said, well, he'll pay for 2. So we got 2 Brother Anas from Qatar. We got Brother Tanveer Hussein 1, Brother Akib 1, Brother Yusuf Almas, Lomas. Oops.
Is that wrong?
I always said that, don't I? Yeah.
Message, right?
Diamonds.
Yeah,
Yusuf
Lomas.
the
He needs
diamond.
5 here, Martin.
Almas in Arabic is diamond.
Oh, is it?
You can buy
Yusuf
5,
the
6.
diamond.
We will rename him as Diamond. His was the Diamond. Masjid Al Taysir, 1, of course, and Brother Sakib from Nelson, and Amam, I'm not sure which city he's from, and Rochdale. Okay, we have a caller, Famantis
Aman-
and Brother Salim.
A
Let's
man
take the
said
call.
he's giving his hat to you as a gift, as an Eid gift.
Oh, mashallah,
He's-
give the hat to Brother
He
Mumin.
sacked me. They're all admirers of you now.
Where's our hats now, Sheikh?
You'll
You can
get
sponsor
them.
another 2.
Do we have a call, Hamza? Let's take the call first, Sheikh.
Is this Yahya?
We can
Assalamu
get another hat.
alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
MashaAllah, who is this?
It's Waqas.
Waqas from Manchester.
That's right.
Allah Akbar. How are you doing, Waqas?
Alhamdulillah, I'm all good, Sheikh. How
Are
are
you
you?
calling in because of the 2 questions that you sent me and I haven't got back to you on?
That's right.
Um,
I
2
thought I wanted to call
questions.
anyway.
Sorry, Waqas. 2 questions, 2 hats. Right.
2 questions, 2 hats.
Yeah. That's the
I'm on-
price of a question today.
I've cut off from the world. I've got no access to no funds.
What's that? Sorry.
I'm cut off from the world. I've got no access to any funds.
He's in I'tikaf, is he?
Are you in i'tikaf?
That's right.
Allahu Akbar, mashallah. Where are you doing i'tikaf?
In Manchester.
Mashallah.
Make
Make
dua
dua
for us,
for all of us,
inshallah.
please, while you're doing
Make
i'tikaf.
dua.
Subhanallah, mu'takifeen. On his phone, probably.
There we go.
How did the
Our
producers
product-
caught you out there?
Caught you.
You're not cut off from the world because you're watching this on something.
Yeah, and you have to pay for it.
Yeah. Anyhow,
Beneficial
Bismillah.
Islamic, isn't it?
Would you like to sponsor a Red Fez and donate £75 for the purchase of the masjid, brother Waqaf?
Would I like to?
Would you like to donate £75? Sponsor
hold
a
on a
Fez.
second.
Oh,
You know,
we're
he hasn't got a
mandated. isn't it?
choice.
He hasn't got a choice.
He hasn't
Sheikh.
got a choice.
Sheikh Haroon, take over. Yeah, that's better. Okay. That's it. £75 is on your head. You'll be buying a Fez and donate
Oh, no,
to
no,
the
actually.
masjid. It's 100% donation to the
Oh,
masjid,
yeah,
my
yeah,
brother. And if you're a taxpayer, we get another 25% on top. So how much does that come to? 75% of 25%, how much is it,
Oh,
production
you're asking too
director?
much. Anyhow, Waqas, is it the
About
question
Qatar.
that you sent me?
It's a question about that, and then I thought I might ask another one.
Yeah,
I
no,
can
so-
keep rolling them out, to be honest with you. So,
Even though it is mentioned as in the hadith, it mentions the last 10 verses of Ali Imran that the Prophet would read. Sorry, he was asking a question about in hadith, he mentions the Prophet would wake up and he would read last 10 verses of Ali Imran. When you count it, the last 10 verses actually starts from الَّذِينَ يَذْكُرُونَ اللَّهَ قِيَامًا, but it's the verse before, it's إِنَّ فِي خَلْقِ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. That's where the Prophet would start reading from. And you follow on from that. Would he read that every time he woke up? No, that's mentioned particularly about tahajjud. Because the Prophet would also sleep at qaylula, like manamukum bil-layli wan-nahar, like you sleep at night and day. The daytime the Prophet slept was the nap around Dhuhr, but he wouldn't read at that point. It's when he's waking up for tahajjud he would read it.
Okay, that's good.
What's your other question?
It was just obviously
For the third hat. That's a third hat. Yeah.
3 hats.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm joking.
Is he taking-
at this point?
Goodness gracious. No, I think he's in at the cuff. Have some mercy on him. Give him 2.
No,
Are you
I was
okay
just
with
thinking
2,
that
brother Waqaf?
You're
Go
allowed
on.
to give sadaqah while you're in i'tikaf.
You are.
Can't buy and sell.
I'll do one.
Yeah, he's done one.
He's
said
done one.
Okay,
So go
Bismillah.
I'll do one.
Brother Waqaf, go to the description on the page and pay into the link.
We're on YouTube or Facebook or where?
On Facebook.
Right, okay.
Or if
I'll have a
you're,
look.
is it on both? Everywhere, both.
Go, what's your
As
question,
soon as you
Waqas?
see description, go in there. You'll be able to get to the link, inshallah. What is your question, Sheikh Haroon is asking?
Yeah, so the question is this, that prior to doing itikaf, I was following a particular mosque timetable, but I'm not sitting at that mosque because they didn't have the facility. I'm sitting at another mosque. So with regards to following the Fajr time, would you recommend to continue with that which you started with, or go with the mosque that I'm actually sitting in now?
I'd advise, as long as it's not causing any difficulties, particularly around the issue of sahur. If it's not causing any difficulty, and which is not usually the case this year because there's so few people doing i'tikaf, you can do your own food thing. So as long as it's not causing any difficulties, then the timetable, people shouldn't just randomly. And although this is not random, but people should stick to timetables. They shouldn't move around.
Yeah, I know you mentioned that before as well. Yeah, no, I'm trying to keep it as private as possible so it doesn't disrupt their plans or the mosque or anybody else. But it's just a personal sort of situation and question, really.
So, Bismillah. Don't forget us all in
finally,
your
I just
du'as,
wanted to-
mashallah. You're in a blessed
Yeah,
place
I
at the moment.
was just going to say that last week when I posted a question, and I prayed for you all just before making this call, and inshallah, I'll continue, inshallah, to pray for you guys. Inshallah, pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, accept all the efforts as well, inshallah,
Ameen, ya Rabbil
and
Alameen.
forgive us, inshallah. Lots of sins to be forgiven, Sheikh. We pray for us, inshallah.
Shukran.
Inshallah, Sheikh Dua. Quick dua.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, give him the tawfiq, inshallah.
Ameen.
And bless him, inshallah, with everything that he's done, inshallah.
Ameen,
al-Azim.
ya Rabbi.
And may Allah accept every little act, inshallah, that he's done in this blessed month. And give him more, inshallah, tawfiq after Ramadan, inshallah.
Ameen.
And make his blessing him, give him the same ajr, inshallah, that he has with his i'tikaf, inshallah.
MashaAllah.
Jazak.
Jazakallah. Thank you so much, brother Waqaf. You've called us even from Atiqaf. From Manchester, brother Aman, Jazakumullah khairan for gifting the hat back to me, inshallah. I'll get a new one because he's gifting it. So I'm not going to use the old one. I'm going to use the new one, inshallah. There we go. Brother Muhammad Hussein have said something there, Sheikh. What is this? Assalamu alaikum, Mumin, Sheikh Haroon, Sheikh Waddah. How would you, I can't read it from here now, how would you enliven the rite of Eid? Yeah.
Join us on Greensville. We're having a night of Eid worship online. So join us for
After
that.
the day of Eid.
It's going to be a night of dua, of qasaid, of reminders, and also about some details about what you're meant to do in Eid. So inshallah, join us online. But even if you don't do that, just generally for people, Ihya Laylat al-Eid, spend the night on worship, just means any form of worship. But there's also reports from some of the Salaf that stated it's one of the nights where dua is guaranteed acceptance. So spend a lot of that time making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then the second point, hold on, Muhammad Uthman, you're from Birmingham, right?
Is he?
Yeah, he's a fan of yours. I remember every time. He's a proper fan of yours, yeah. They all love you. You're the legend there. You're the legend. He's asking two questions. Muhammad Uthman, how many hats are you buying?
Yes.
How many hats? Two questions should be at least
11
one.
hats gone. Come on, quick guys, ring in and take.
Uthman, we want you to buy at least one hat. Yeah, look, he called you Mufti Moomin.
He did. Yeah. I didn't want to say I'm not a Mufti, so I can't say.
First as well.
Yes.
Yeah, he's put you first, and that's not just because of age. That's because of ranking.
I think it's because of the alphabetical order.
Also, is it recommended to fast the 6 days of Shawwal consecutive after day?
Yeah.
It's your choice. It's your choice. Some hold the view it's better because the Prophet said, "Thumma atba'ahu sittan min Shawwal." So following it would indicate immediate. Others say you can break it up through the month. It's your choice.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I've just got missing call from you. Just wonder who's calling. Sorry.
I don't know. You are live on the show. What's your call about vaccination?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now I'll call you straight after. We're not vaccinating at the moment. It's on a hold.
No, I'm not asking about vaccinate because I've taken my first dose at your place, but I need to get more information about how do I get my second dose.
Okay, fine. You will need to contact your GP, or you may get notification.
That is the problem because I'm not within the the age group. I'm only 28,
okay.
But I had my.
I will call you. That's fine. I will call you back and explain the process to you. I'm on a live show at the moment, so thanks for your call, and I will call you back in about an hour's time and explain the process.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye. Bye. Okay. Sorry about that. The phone's line's connected to my mobile, so we get lots of the calls. Let's go to Salim.
Salim asked the question. He's bought a hat. We didn't even answer his question.
That's good. I think he might want to be another.
So which means you're going to have to buy another hat for that one.
Don't punish him like that, Sheikh.
No,
okay, bought a hat. And the question is still left unanswered. What was his question?
Is it discouraged for a woman to address her husband by her actual name? So let me ask you, is your wife listening?
My wife, you know what? She checks on me, so she definitely listens to the shows. She'll never call in, but she said, "Oh, you look like this, you look like that," always finding some faults in it. So yes, she does watch us. Go ahead. What was your question?
No, that was a question. Is
Does
it wrong for a woman to call her husband by her name? So some of the fuqaha, they stated it is wrong. ويكره أن تدعو المرأة زوجها باسمه عند الأحناف لا بد من لفظ يفيد التعظيم. Yeah. So yeah, it's the
go on. What is it? I need to tell my wife as well.
This is one of the main works, one of the main reference works in the Hanafi madhab called the Durr al-Mukhtar. Ibn Abidin. He said it's makruh for a woman to address her husband by his name.
Wow.
And Ibn Abidin says she should use a phrase that indicates respect.
Yes.
I'll give an example.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it is makruh. Yeah, it is makruh.
Alhamdulillah. Good.
Yeah. So, like, I remember when I was young, my mother always used to remember my father as Najm's father. Najm's father, because that's my older sister.
Yes.
And in that generation, the mothers never, or the wife never called her, because it was considered a respectful way.
Absolutely.
And the same with our parents. You never address your parents by their name. And there's actually hadith, although it's da'if, there's hadith that says you don't address your parents by their name. Right? And go to the highest, the prophets. لا تجعلوا دعاء الرسول بينكم كدعاء بعضكم بعضا. Like Sahaba were forbidden from calling him Muhammad. Ya Muhammad, Ya Rasulallah, Ya Nabi Allah. So wherever there's respect and honor, they said it's better you don't address them by the name. And the wife respects the husband, right?
Yes, of course.
Of course,
yeah. No, I think that's true.
ألف يا سيدها لدى الباب. Yeah, even the Quran
it's
speaks
about
about
as well that you're obliged to that.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think that my wife certainly doesn't call me by my name.
So what do you get called? Or have you got a nickname?
Do you know what?
Have you got a nickname? Man?
No, I haven't got a nickname. Now it's once your child is born, so that's what it is. They call me the Adil's dad. Adil's dad. But she just says it, and I know it's her voice. So there you go.
She calls you by name?
No, she doesn't call by name ever. But I call her by her name. So is it okay for the husband to call the wife by the name? Of course, yeah. Okay, Polly, it's all sorted now. My wife's nickname is Polly.
I realized? We shouldn't be calling you by your name.
Why?
Because you're an elder and you're a mufti.
Oh, great. I'll be the eldest, but don't know about the mufti.
Dr. Hamid, how should we address him?
No, Dr. Hamid. No. Do you know, I find it, I always find it to call people by, even if they're younger, I always call them brother this, brother that, or uncle this, and show respect. And I find it very comfortable. I would never say, Wadda. I would never say, Hamza. I always say Uncle Hamza, although he's my son's age.
That's a culture in the Muslim world. And that culture comes from Sunnah. That culture comes from Sunnah. Because now people have gone away from that. But the culture of respecting those others and those above you, that's a culture across the Muslim Ummah.
Yeah, no, I find it very strange. The younger generation now call their wives and vice versa, by the name. And they scream their names, and it irritates me, to be honest. But I don't say anything. It's their business.
No, you should step in.
But in my generation, it doesn't. Yeah. Well, you got the ruling. It is makruh to call a wife to call her husband by the name. So make sure we adhere to that, inshallah.
Can we quickly go through questions?
Let's go to the questions. Yeah. Bismillah.
So let's go to the bottom one. Waqas again. He's in i'tikaf. Does crying over the loss of a family member during Salah invalidate the prayer? So this is a rule in the Hanafi madhab. In the Hanafi madhab, if you cry and make a sound, if you cry and like you're sobbing and making a sound because of some personal loss, then yes. But if you're crying because of what you're reading, even like the Prophet was Aziz al-Marjal, and when he was praying, they could hear the sound of his chest like a pot, like a pan boiling. So if it's because of Jannah or Nar or Salah, that's a beautiful thing. But if it's because of personal grief, and you're crying and you're making sounds, that breaks the prayer with the Hanafis. But if you just tears without any sounds, it doesn't break the prayer. And I think in the other madhab, it doesn't break it at all, even if you're crying due to personal grief. Let's go up because we need to move quickly. And then you can do that.
We're going to have a nath with Suleiman in the segments. We'll get him to sit down.
Aqib's asking, when you're a guest at someone's house for iftar, you're in the same city, but they follow a different timetable, do you open it with them? Otherwise, it's bad etiquette that way. That's more of an issue where it's an earlier time than what you're used to. That's where it becomes more of an issue. If you can just mention to them that if it does not cause any problems, just saying that the normal time I break my fast slightly later, is it okay? Because remember that whenever you're in the house as a guest, you're ma'mur, and that person's amir, like you're under instruction. Like the Prophet said, you can't even sit at the place that he sits without permission. You can't lead the prayer ahead of them. Like when you're in somebody's house, like you're under instruction, you do as you're told. So if you can politely ask and it doesn't cause an issue, then fine. If not, then yeah, because these are not qat'i, these are not definite. These are not definite. So Allahu A'lam. Jack's asking a question.
Okay. If
we shower normally, like how do you do ghusl but don't make intention? Can that still count as a ghusl? For the Hanafis, yes. For the other Imams, no. According to Shafi'i, Malik and Ahmad, ghusl, a shart of wudu and ghusl is niyyah. It's a condition that you must make a niyyah. Abu Hanifa says a niyyah sunnah. It's a sunnah, so it puts reward into it, but it's not a condition. So according to Abu Hanifa, if you took a normal shower, you're pure. You just took a shower. But without any niyyah of rafa' al-janaba, without any intention, you're pure. But the other imams know you have to have a niyyah before you do that. Wallahu a'lam. So the safer thing is to make an intention.
Then, Sheikh, about the wudu, they need to make wudu as well, or is it just...
No. For Abu Hanif is tahir. Tahir. And al-ma' mutahir. Water pure.
MashaAllah.
Anything else going on, or are we done?
Okay, Brother Aman have just donated. Keep me and my family in your du'as. Inshallah. Takbir. Allahu Akbar.
Can we go up and see if there's any more questions? Or are we done?
We're done.
No,
absolutely. Waqaf is doing that. Okay, so we need to go in 10 minutes, brothers and sisters. If you're watching us, why don't we quickly? How many do we need, Hamza? 8 more. We need 8 more fairs had to go at £75 each. Now,
and I need to go in 5 minutes, so we need 8
Sheikh Haroon needs to go. Sheikh Haroon needs to go in 5 minutes.
Keeping me as a prisoner here,
right? Well, we're saying he can't go unless if somebody fills up those 9 hats. To be honest with you. So far, Brother Saqib has donated 1, Brother Yusuf, Brother Aqib, Jazakumullah khair, Brother Tanveer, Brother what's the name? Yusuf. No, Yusuf is here. No, Brother
Almas, the diamond.
Yes, that's it. Brother, the pharmacist. Also, Brother, they've taken my list, I can't see it. Brother Aman, Brother Zubair, Brother Salim, and Brother Waqaf. Waqas. It's Waqas, sorry, I wrote it wrong. Waqas. So we got another 9 to go very quickly. Who would like to be the next person? You can tell us on the Facebook if you don't like to call in, to donate £75 for a fez hat, which goes towards the purchase of extension of Britain's first mosque. Okay, when you've done it, just say done. And go to the description link. Of course, please go to our Facebook, like the Facebook, share it. If you're on the YouTube, subscribe the channel, press the bell button, and you'll get notification as soon as we come on the air. It will send you all sorts of updates throughout the whole time. Okay, we're filled up. One more. That's great. Excellent. Just keep sending. Just keep tapping your phone and say, if you go to if you go to the description, and there is a QR in there, just scan it with your mobile phone. You'll take you straight into the donation line. Why didn't we already got 1, have we? 7 more. Wow, that was pretty quick, wasn't it? We need 7 more. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, that was quick. That we had already 2 in the last 30 seconds. So let's see if we can get 1 every 30 seconds to make up the 7. I'm just going to
tell them 7 in 2 minutes, or I'm walking.
No, I tell you what.
And then if nobody does it, we just cancel the show forever.
Listen, Sheikh Haroon lovers. The lovers of Sheikh Haroon, right? The lovers of Sheikh Haroon. If you love him so much, let me finish, Sheikh. If you love him so much, you have to do the 7, otherwise he has to pay for it. How's that for a thing?
What are you doing?
In that case, you better make an appeal, Sheikh. If you want to save it from your neck, you'll have to do it over there.
Also, Old School's said 300 for this hat, yeah?
We're not giving it to Old School for 3. I think, to be honest with you, this young 16-year-old lad, he's got his heart in it. So, although we need the money, but I tell you what, we'll get another Turkish hat and we'll do it in the next few days, inshallah. Okay, but this one, Sheikh Haroon will wear another hat exactly the same.
I think 300 towards the mosque is the best way to do it.
Exactly.
I think any hat can be replaced.
Old School. Just give 300 anyway. Forget that hat. Yeah. Just give 300.
I tell you what, Old School, if you can donate £300, we'll get something very special that Sheikh Haroon will wear, another hat, and we'll give it to you. Okay? But you'll have something to do with Sheikh Haroon.
Yeah, I'll give him the hat. It's a bit of an old battered hat. Is this question from you? It doesn't. Yeah, it's fine. There's no problem.
How old is your little sister? 2 years.
Yeah, that's fine. Even if it's an adult, nothing breaks the prayer. Somebody walking it. Even then, if it's a child, even an adult walks in front, it doesn't break your prayer.
So say
it just lessens the reward. But a child, there's no issue.
Say if an adult is praying and another adult has to go through. Say, when we do the production there, sometimes we have to cut across. Yeah. Okay, so we got 3, we got 7 more to go. Let's see if we can get a few more. We got caller. Bismillah, let's take the call. Allahu Akbar.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi. Brother, I just want to ask you regarding the opening time today.
So I didn't catch that.
Assalamu alaikum, brother. I can't really hear you. We're on the live show. Can you call me after 1 hour?
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
Yeah, pay me after 1 hour. Thank you.
Call you after 1 hour. Okay, inshallah.
Okay. Oh,
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
What was your question, by the way, before at the beginning? Any du'as?
No.
You don't have to. Well, there are some rewarded du'as. You don't have to read anything. The most important thing to read wudu is the Bismillah at the beginning. And also there's du'a at the end. They're the most
Bismillah
important.
Aliyul Azim.
Yeah. And also at the end, reading Shahadatain at the end, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. They're the most important. But as you go through the du'a, as you go through the wudu, there's no du'a required, but it's good to read. It's good. There are certain set du'as which are encouraged. Wallahu. There are certain encouraged ones which are mentioned in the books of du'a.
Who's that? Jack Neal, sponsored one. So we got 6 more to go. Come on, quick. Sheikh Haroon's going to go in 3 minutes.
No, my class is meant to start in 3 minutes, and it takes you 20 minutes to get home.
Oh my goodness gracious! Yeah. You're going to be late.
Aman just shared a message online in that class saying that I'm going to be late. I wouldn't. First of all, that du'a is only that du'a is only sunnah with the Hanbalis. All the other madhahib said there is no du'a within Taraweeh. In Taraweeh, is he making? Well, see, this is my point. The first thing, the first point
like
is
withered one.
The first point. It's not from the Sunnah of the Prophet to make du'a within Salat Taraweeh. That came from some of the Tabi'een. Some of the Tabi'een introduced that, and so the Hanbali madhab is the only madhab that allows that. All the other madhab say it's not from this. It's khilaf as-Sunnah. But now on the view of the Hanabila, no, it's the Imam's du'a. Oh, witr. Okay.
How do you get a chance while you're listening to that du'a?
Yeah.
While you listen to du'a.
No, you can make your own du'a. Yeah. In witr, yeah.
You're talking about witr, isn't it? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, well, look, Hamza Abdul Hamid says, Aman, get the boys at the Felicity House to donate to get your sheikh back. That's our production director. Yes, of course.
I've got to go now.
Okay, can we just have a 2-second nath with Sulaiman?
Can you, Sulaiman, you take over? I just need to leave now.
You need to leave now. Okay, we'll say Assalamu alaikum. Happy Eid. Sheikh Haroon's going now. Right, come on in. Sorry, Hamza, what was it? Come on, we're going to have a nath with Uncle Sulaiman. You can put the turkey hat on if you like, or you can keep the one that you got. Bismillah. Okay, brothers, we'll just carry on for another 10 minutes or so. While we finish off the 6, we only got 6 left. Remember, we let Sheikh Haroon go with the condition that you'll honor the 6 hats. So how's that? If you're watching us, why don't you call us on the studio 0151 260 3986. Joined with us is Sulaiman, who is a Naat specialist. He's only 16 years old, but once you listen to the Naat, you'll think he's a bit older than that, of course. So Bismillah, shall we start with the Naat then? Of course. Okay. In the meantime, what do we do if we get a call? How can we interrupt this young man reading the Naat?
It's okay, inshallah, we try.
Okay, so you can take the call and say, or you just interrupt us. Okay, Bismillah. Are you ready to go now, or?
Yeah, do you want a nasheed?
That's what I mean. Sorry, Naat means nasheed. Yeah, beg your pardon. In our language, we call it Naat. In Arabic, it's nasheed.
Yeah, it's the same sound.
Bismillah. We're going to have the nasheed from Uncle Sulaiman.
Sheikh Haroon requested this one.
Okay, Sheikh Haroon's favorite nasheed then. But they have to donate £75 and get a fez hat from England First Mosque.
We'll give them this one.
Okay,
we'll keep this one.
Okay, you work at that one.
طالما أشكو غرامي يا نور الوجود طالما أشكو غرامي يا نور الوجود وأنادي اتهامي يا معدن الجود وأبدي اتهامي يا معدن الجود منيتي أقصى غرامي أحظى بالشهود منيتي أقصى غرامي أحظى بالشهود وأرى باب السلام يا زكي وجود وأرى باب السلام يا ساكن جنود يا طراز الكون إني عاشق مستهام يا طراز الكون إني عاشق مستهام مغرم والفن مدحي يا بدر التمام مغرم والمدح فني يا بدر التمام اصرف الأعراض عني أضناني الغرام اصرف الأعراض عني أضناني الغرام سيدي والعمر لي جد لي بالوصل جود سيدي والعمر لي وجد بالوصل جود طالما أشكو غرامي يا نور الوجود طالما أشكو غرامي يا نور الوجود الله 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 باب اتهامي يا معدين الجود وباب اتهامي يا معدين الجود
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. That was very beautiful, isn't it? You know, we have to learn some nasheed as well. He's got, definitely, that's why I said, wait till you listen to him. He sounds much older than he is. Are you definite you are 16 years old?
Yes.
MashaAllah. Good, very talented young man here. Okay, so if brothers, if you like to, as you can see, we are, if you like to sponsor FS and donate £75 to a very good cause, which means we are actually expanding. So,
explain to them what the cause is.
yes,
like,
Britain's
subhanallah,
first.
with the £75, you're not just getting the hats that you're looking at. Subhanallah, look at that. We're trying to build, the whole mosque within that mosque. Subhanallah, you're gonna have some teaching. You're gonna have people making sujood. You're gonna have people making ruku'. You're gonna have programs like where we're running now, alhamdulillah. And think about it. Everything that you'll pay within, you get an edge within that. Subhanallah al-azim. So whether it's sujood, ruku', subhanallah, alhamdulillah, you will get that edge. And think about it. £75. The end of the day is nothing, subhanallah, for Yawm al-Qiyamah. When it's valued, Yawm al-Qiyamah, when you come to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will forget about the £75, subhanallah. And Allah, maybe that £75 will be the reason for you to enter Jannah. Only Allah knows.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very beautifully explained. That's why you need a sheikh to explain the
well, you,
terms. No, I'm not as good as you. I'm not good as you. But I think, we only got about how many? 6 left. We've only got 6 left. So is there any generous brother that might be able to take more than one? Or is there brothers who'd like to take one at a time? Why don't you just send us a message and say done, and we'll understand. And go to the link in the page and donate into the giving page. I think we're going to finish in about a few minutes time. So would you like to, shall we just do a dua?
Inshallah, bismillah. Bismillah. Let's put our hands inshallah together. Allahumma inni da'in fa'aminu, bismillah.
What is it? Yeah, we're going to look about, so far we had about 12 brothers and sisters who have donated. Jazakumullah khairan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your beautiful donation for a beautiful cause, which means it is going toward the purchase of the building for the masjid. Remember, whoever builds the masjid in this world, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala builds a palace in Jannah for you. So like Sheikh Wadda said, we'll make a special dua, and this beautiful sadaqah that you've just done goes towards your Yawm al-Qiyamah. Brothers and sisters, we spend hundreds. We have a caller. Waqas Sajid donation done. Jazakumullah khairan. ETA on the hat. What's that? Oh, okay. Would you please on the mobile phone there, put the mobile phone, Hamza. So on my mobile phone, please text me your address, and it's on there, and we will inshallah send you the fares. After Eid, it will have to be inshallah, or we'll try and do it as soon as possible. 079. The number is 07949 921 692. 07949 921 692. 0799 that 07949, that's right, 921 692. Great. Okay, you can always send me that. Even if we go off the air, why don't you share the link, the virgingivingmedia.com link to your friends, and get them even to pay £10 for the sadaqah of the masjid. Every penny, every pound is multiplied by 700 times during the month of Ramadan. Especially this last 10 days, you'll get 700 times and more from ajr from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Over to you, Shaykh.
Bismillah, let's put our hands inshallah together and say Amin inshallah.
Make dua for all the people who donated. Make dua for all the people who donated to the masjid. Make dua for people who are unwell. Make dua for people who are in hardship. And also make dua for our deceased as well. Bismillah.
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد في الأولين وصل على سيدنا محمد في الآخرين وصل على سيدنا محمد في الملأ الأعلى إلى يوم الدين. اللهم لك الحمد كما خلقتنا وسقيتنا وأطعمتنا وآويتنا وباركت لنا في أعمارنا. اللهم لك الحمد على شهر رمضان. اللهم تقبل منا رمضان وكل رمضان يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اجز من ساهم في بناية هذا المسجد خيرا. اللهم اجزه خيرا. اللهم اجزه بالإحسان إحسانا وبالسيئات عفوا وغفرانا. اللهم وتجاوز عنه واغفر له خطيئته وبارك له في ماله وولده يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم واجز عنا شيخنا عبد الله كلم خيرا. اللهم اجزه خيرا. اللهم اجزه خيرا. اللهم واجز سيدنا محمدا خيرا عن أمته يا أرحم الراحمين. بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وكشفت به الغمة. فلك الحمد على أن جعلتنا مسلمين وخلقتنا مسلمين وألهمتنا الإسلام وقويت لنا الإيمان وجعلتنا من خير أمة أخرجت للناس. اللهم لك الحمد حمدا حمدا. لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك. اللهم بلغنا برحمتك ليلة القدر يا أرحم الراحمين وتقبلها منا إن كانت قد مضت يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اجعلنا في هذا الشهر من المغفورين من المرحومين ولا تجعلنا من المحرومين ولا تجعلنا ممن استهوته الشياطين فشغلته بالدنيا عن الدين فأصبح من الخاسرين يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم ارحم آباءنا كما ربونا صغارا وارزقنا برهم أحياء وأمواتا. اللهم إن كانوا قد ماتوا وهم في رحابك اللهم فتجاوز عنهم خير الجزاء. اللهم تجاوز عنهم خير الجزاء. اللهم ارحمهما كما ربونا صغارا. اللهم ارحمهما كما ربونا صغارا وارزقنا برهم أحياء وأمواتا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم أعد علينا رمضان أزمدة كثيرة يا أرحم الراحمين ونحن فيه مخلصين لك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم تقبل تقبل منا صلاتنا وصيامنا وقيامنا وسجودنا وركوعنا وقرآننا. اللهم تقبل منا الصالحات وتجاوز عنا في السيئات. اللهم لا تؤاخذنا بما نحن أهله، فنحن أهل العصيان وأهل النسيان، وأنت أهل التقوى وأهل المغفرة. اللهم آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. وصل اللهم وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.
It was a very beautiful dua. My dear brothers and sisters, if you are still online listening, please share the link to your other friends and please ask them to donate as much as possible. Yes, of course. We're going to continue this appeal with a special fundraising appeal, the same appeal and plus more, and where there will be lots of speakers, lots of nasheeds. Do we have a call at this stage? Shall we take the call? Okay, let's take the call, as though we've done the dua, but we'll take the call.
Hello?
Go ahead. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah. What's your name and where are you calling from, my brother?
Yeah, my name is Khalid Zahir.
Okay. Do you speak?
Yeah?
Who would you like to speak to?
Speak Arabic, please.
Yes, okay. Bismillah.
السلام عليكم أخي.
وعليكم السلام.
أنت على الهواء مباشر إن شاء الله.
أوكي.
خير.
أنا من فضلك أنا العم بتاع حمزة والطالب عندكم هناك. يا؟
من عفوا؟
حمزة أبو سعيد.
حمزة سعيد.
أبو سعيد يا.
حمزة السعيد.
لا أبو سعيد هو من المغرب.
لا عفوا إن شاء الله. أنت غير البرنامج إن شاء الله بنتصل لك بعد البرنامج إن شاء الله. إحنا في برنامج الآن.
عندكم برنامج؟
إحنا في برنامج الآن يعني على الهواء مباشرة. نتصل بك بعد البرنامج إن شاء الله.
Call me after half an hour, brother.
السلام عليكم.
Okay, so that was a general call. Inshallah, so tomorrow, join us at 5 p.m. Live show here. We'll have lots of speakers. We'll have lots of guests here to do some fundraising, and we'll do special duas because may well be the odd night, which could be the Laylatul Qadr night, as you know, 27th night, a very important night, a night to remember, a night to. Yeah, absolutely. You know. What I'd like you to do is to join us tomorrow for the Taraweeh. And the most important thing, brothers and sisters, is to stay for the witr. Last night, I was speechless with the dua that Sheikh Sadiq made. And there are very few people in this world who makes that sort of dua. So if you'd like to listen to Sheikh Sadiq dua, which could be Laylatul Qadr night, you need to be here for Taraweeh and stay with him. And inshallah, Taraweeh starts roughly about just before 11 o'clock. Asha prays 10:30, but the whole prayer will finish by 1 o'clock, inshallah. But tomorrow night is a special night, so we could go on a bit longer. So the Witr, if you like to come online, you can also listen to the Witr. I would say he will be coming, say, about 1:45. Start viewing the whole Taraweeh is a live transmission. So the Witr will come, I'm guessing, depending on his speed of reading, about 1:45 or 1:50. So from 1:45, I'd like you to join in, listen to the recitation, and then of course listen to the dua for the Witr. But if you can come to the masjid, that would be really good. The Abdullah Kulli
Go to the Q Media.
Go to our Facebook, like it, share it, but more importantly, join the YouTube, which is the Q Media, and subscribe the channel, press the bell button. That remind you every time we come with a show, with a program, inshallah. Okay, and we're going to do a special fundraising with the shuyukh starting from 5 o'clock. Please join us. But more importantly, join us for the Witr Dua at 12:45 with Sheikh Haroon on Q Media, and also on our Sheikh Sadegh on our Facebook, as well as our YouTube channel, which is Q Media. Yeah, 12:45 p.m., which is at night. Oh, sorry, 12:45 a.m. I beg your pardon. It's the night, and it's not the day. I'm getting wrong. So, brothers and sisters, let me rephrase it to you. If you could come to Taraweeh, come to the Isha prayer at 10:30, and then 11 o'clock starts Taraweeh, and the Witr prayer, a special dua tonight by our reciter Sheikh Sadegh, will be 12:45 a.m. So join us live here on YouTube channel or in person in the masjid. It's tomorrow, yeah, that's right. Have I said tonight? Beg your pardon, I'm getting it mixed up. It's the 27th night. It's the 27th night, which is the Saturday. Join us 27th night tomorrow for the special dua at 12:45 a.m. Okay? Jazakumullah khairan for listening to us, and inshallah we'll be with you soon tomorrow with our programs. Okay? And with the Fez heart, don't forget to call in from 5 o'clock, inshallah.
Sponsor the one for £75.
I've already said that. My director is reminding me that those brothers who have donated gracefully for the sponsored the Fez hat, please text me your address on my mobile number or even on the Facebook, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us all safe and well. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Until we meet again. Allah Hafiz.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Altaf Qadir Khatak. I'm a consultant urologist in Liverpool. I'm addressing you from Abdullah Quilliam Mosque, Liverpool, which is Britain's first mosque, founded by Abdullah Quilliam in 1887. We have been able to start refurbishing the original mosque since 2014. It's an ongoing project. Meanwhile, Allah has opened doors for us, and the adjacent building, which was actually office area for Liverpool Council, has been offered to Abdullah Quilliam Mosque as well at a bargain price of £300,000, because we have got a plan for it to convert it into Abdullah Quilliam Heritage Village. We have raised £150,000 so far. We are short of £150,000. It's a futuristic project. It's not meant to be another mosque. It's meant to be an institution, Islamic academy for the generations to come. Not just serving the British Muslims, but serving Muslims all over Europe. It is the future of Islam in Europe. That's where we are going to train and nurture future Muslims, European Muslims. Please come forward and support this project generously with open hearts. This is your future. This is your future generation's future.